Today, let's just quickly go through finding the equation of the hyperbola and an exponential. Right, finding the equation of a parabola, that was actually more difficult. This is very easy. I'm sure Desiree, you've seen it already. But this is like so.
No, I don't think this one.
Okay, it's fine, no problem. Alright, but I'm going to show you how easy this is, right? Because we've got a hyperbola here. Okay, so let me just put it in the picture a little bit. There we go. Right, we know the x asymptote is -1, the y asymptote is +1. Then x asymptote comes from here, isn't it? That's where it comes from here. Because remember, we take the p and we change the sign, right? If you still remember how to sketch a hyperbola, okay? So we just take this and change the sign. And then the q is the y asymptote. We don't change any signs there. So if we are going to rewrite our equation now, we're going to rewrite it like this. Okay, so is it f of x? Okay, yeah, you should be able to see that. Is equal to, we don't know what the value of a is yet. All right, let me just open that also. We don't know what the value, but remember this, we change the sign when it comes from there. Remember, we change the sign, right? So if this is a -1, we're going to put a +1 here. And then the y is a +1 already. So we're just going to put +1. So what I now have to do is to find this a. What is this a equal to? Okay. So obviously we're going to sub. Yeah, this point I think you can see from your notes already. It's actually -3 and 2. This one. So we're going to sub that. So basically where there is y, we're going to replace with 2. Where there is x, we're going to replace with -3. Alright, so let's do that. So y equal to 2a over x is -3 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so now we're just going to solve this equation. 2 becomes equal to a over -3 plus 1, that's -2, right? Plus 1. Yep. Okay, so I can just take the 1 over.
Yes.
So I have 2 minus 1 becoming equal to a over -2. Okay. Which makes that a 1, which is equal to a over -2. Oh, okay. So what we're just going to do is what? Cross multiply this -2. And they cross multiply each other. So what that means is that a becomes equal to -2. Okay.
Also,
Obviously, I need to plug this back into the equation. So if I do that, that means f of x becomes equal to, now we know that a is -2 over x plus 1, because that's what we had, and then plus 1. So that's the equation of this hyperbola. Okay, so in an exponential, what do we know? Well, this q is the y asymptote, isn't it? Okay, so that means my function g of x should be equal to b to the x plus 1 minus 2. So I need to find b. What do you think I'm going to do? Okay, what do we need to do? Find b.
substitute
This point. Okay, so we're going to sub -3 and 2. Okay, put 2 on the y. No. Yes, we are supposed to write -3. So -3 plus 1 minus 2. Okay, so I can take the 2 over to make it 4 b to the power of negative 3 plus 1, that's negative 2. Okay, let's use our rules of exponents, right? So let's use our rules of exponents. So 4 becomes equal to 1 over b to the power of 2. If we use our rules of exponents. Okay, right. Now this is the equation that we have to solve. So, in order to solve that equation, well, let's use our knowledge of exponents. Okay, now this 1 over b squared, we all agree that you can write it like this, isn't it? 1 over b to the power of 2, like that. Like that. Okay, so 4 we know that's 2 squared. So obviously they have the same exponent. So basically what that means is that 2 is equal to 1 over b. And then if I solve that by just changing these two around, yeah, b is a half. Right, it is a positive half, and I know I'm correct because look at the way my graph is going. Remember, if a is less than 1, your graph goes this way. It couldn't have been a negative, because if it was a negative, it would have gone the other way around. Okay. And these days, I don't really see them asking graphs that come like this. No, these ones and the other way, those are the ones that they ask for usually. We're supposed to write the equation. Yes. Yeah, right. We are supposed to write the equation g of x. So g of x is equal to a half to the power of x plus 1 minus 2. Because we just found out that the base b is a half.